Anacron's gonna give us a taste of some rap. Rap, rap, rap. That's my name.
All right. Anytime I dip and hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up. Anytime I dip and hit 'em up, hit 'em up, hit 'em up. Anytime I dip and hit 'em up, you might see me getting in a truck or old school crippin' in a bug, cuter than a kitten in a cup. Clocking much dough, scratching pay when I'm rocking the old fashioned way. Fools be talking but don't have to say. When I'm socking punks, I go Cassius Clay. Typically tyrannical tyrants inscribe this virus to papyrus by a serious satellite, serious epidemics, plague lens and stylist. Say something, and I'm suddenly serving you, your squad, and your stylist. Try to dish and watch me fry a bitch, and while that beater is bumping, you'll die to this. Little, literally limited linebackers die faster in scrimmages. Gimmicks just fade and trends will just age, but lyrical wizardry's limitless. I compose rhymes, but most quotes you've gotta rewind 4 times. That's a code line gets muttered. A for show sign that I'm all mine. Gallery Network completed this application and Anacron co-sign. Engaging fools, I'm a raging bull, but these busters are buxom bovines. Dopes write about slang and dope, thinking that means they got dope rhymes, but I smirk at these jerks when I know that it's go time, and I don't stop. Get it, get it. John Cena and Riddick with it. When it comes to seeing Anacron, fool's vision is way too limited. Be sensible. Your dumbly namby-pamby Gumby raps are hella bendable and not invincible. I'm witty, wildly wild, and wild way beyond whimsical. My crip walk remains skippable. My head spins remain pivotal. I'm all original, inimical, inimicable, but never been mimical. Not even a minimal marks. My fiery flow shining dark. Most times it sparks thoughts in everyone from broke A&Rs to the bros that are lining the bar. We're so shining stars. Pull your car up to the curb and watch your whores climb in ours. We're looking disturbed, feeling perturbed. It's a miracle when we sing spiritual special sessions that are spherical. Hip-hop quotables look pitiful cause all of my verses are biblical. Yo raps are forgettable, a little dull and hella rippable. And that's where I'm gonna leave that.
Yeah, that's man. I just wow. That
Thank
did
you.
you? How did you breathe? How do you do it? How do you do it without like? Like I see pausing.
You breathe.
Well, it was like I'm like holy cow! It's like I mean I talk a lot. But that was
That's dope. That's
that
pretty
was
cool.
That
dope.
was dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think being a woodwind musician also has its benefits in that area
There
It
you
lives.
go.
Yeah, I played clarinet and I hated it, but I knew what it's like. For
too.
sure,
Yeah.
man. Wow, that was really cool.
Thank you.
Have you done have you done like traditional like rap battle stuff or no?
Oh yeah. That was I haven't done that in a while, but back in the day when I got started, I was largely influenced by and a regularly participating member of Cafe Thursday Nights, which was probably LA's most well known and largest freestyle rap battle circuit ever in the history of the underground here in Los Angeles. And there's been a documentary, a full-length feature film documentary that was made about the good life, and
Keep freezing up.
that's where I came up. All freestyling and battling was a necessity. It really wasn't such a show as it is now. And I think now it's become kind of this thing where people come to battles prepared with these written raps, and it's like a prearranged thing. It's kind of more like wrestling now. It's like a choreographed competition. But back in the day when I got started doing that, it was definitely all about improvisation and doing it on the spot and just coming up with what you came up with right then and there. And I think that eventually just cultures a well-rounded writer. You have to on your feet, and you got to come up with what you're doing right there and then. And if you don't come with it at that time, then you're just asked out, and that's it for you. So
And sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes it's like sometimes if you just go, you could sometimes you could say something really clever. But if you just keep on going, sometimes you can get by and not necessarily the words don't have to be as crisp as long as
yeah,
your flow is there,
and
right?
the thing, yeah, and then the thing too about I think a lot of people forget is that I mean there's tons rap is just like playing any other instrument, and people don't realize that there's different styles and different and forms and ways of delivering a rhyme. There's some people that I like that are rappers that I like them because their lyrical content is always in depth and very introspective and thoughtful and intelligent. But then there's other rappers that I like strictly because their delivery and the way they pattern their bars, the way they craft their rhyme schemes is amazing, but they might have shitty lyrics. You know what I mean? But I just really like the way they deliver their rhymes. So there's like lots of different ways people can do what they're doing when it comes to rapping, and there's lots of different reasons why people like who they like as a rapper. So
even the way you said that, like the way the speed, I'm always impressed when people, like, lyrics are great, but I'm always impressed with speed, the way you just did. I'm impressed with the, Eminem does it really well, there's a lot of people that do really well, but just to speed through, just to be able to speed through really quickly, and not even, like, it's like a puppeteer, you're like, you didn't even see how it just happened, It's just, they didn't see the strings, it's kind of just, like, zoom by, and you're like, wow, you're like, what's he gonna rhyme with next, what's gonna pop up next? And I caught Horror's Climb, and I think Horror's, but I'm not sure if that's what you rhymed with, but definitely heard the Horror's part. That's me. But yeah.
I respect like the density of the lyrics. Since I write a lot of songs, it's like I just can't. You guys sandwich so much stuff in like a small space, and it just amazes me. I'm just like, man, I'd probably have a headache if I was trying to write all the time like that. Just, right. But it's definitely awesome to listen to.
One thing I will tell you about my days as a freestyle and battling MC, I had quite a few kind of like legendary battles, and one of those that I'll let you guys take with you and talk to other people about if you feel the need is that I am the one guy that defeated Kanye West in a battle. I did that in Chicago in I think that was 96 or 97, I want to say.
Right on.
It was at the beginning of Kanye's career when he was still actually an artist under Puffy's label, doing production with Hitman and stuff, and we were the two finalists in a big battle that occurred regularly in Chicago, and it came down to me and him, and I destroyed him.
Sweet.
So bring it.
He didn't try to interrupt you, did he?
No, hold on. The next time he wins an award, can I go on stage and tell him that he should have it?
He was actually a lot more humble then. He wasn't the Kanye then that he is now. But,
yeah, and that's interesting too, right? We didn't talk about that at all. I mean, there's good and bad, and the artists that make it, and then it's like they go from, like you said, humble to the SHIT. They are like bigger than life. Their heads go boom, and everyone's telling them how awesome they are. Do you think so? Kanye's kind of like maybe his ego's a little too big. And then they're not humble.
I mean, not speaking on him in particular, but just generally, a lot of the artists that get to that point, I think for one, a lot of them are the guys that just never really had any experience with getting any attention or recognition for anything prior to getting famous. So it's a lot easier for them to let that go to their heads, and to just not be able to handle that like a regular, just to handle it in a regularly respectable way, But a lot of it too is, sometimes it just happens to be just how that person's personality is, man. A lot of the folks that I deal with, I mean, I produce a live show series in LA that happens, several times a month. And that's a pretty big thing that I do, and I deal with a lot of artists because I book a lot of artists for my set. And one thing that I really cannot stand, and I've never liked, and I will never be able to appreciate or like, is an artist that will come to a gig and do their stuff and then just leave and not be interested in anything else that any of the artists that are performing are doing. And that's just really, I just feel like that's really kind of self-centered, for one, and it's rude for two, and I also feel like it's just very closed-minded. I feel like as a musician and an artist, you should always be open to just kind of taking in any type of music that you can at any time. I mean, part of what makes me a musician is the fact that I love music so much. It's always been a part of my life, and I just don't understand people that are just only concerned with themselves and what they do when it comes to being an artist,
Yeah, no, and I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you, and that's what's so great about Google Plus. And I mean, sure, you still have things like that here, but I think the majority of the community, the majority of the musicians here are supportive, are trying to help each other, trying to like one up each other. And I think those that do are not going to hopefully not be around that long, and hopefully people that are like supportive and believe in what's going on. I mean, that's the point, right? I'm doing a show I want to expose everyone for what they're the good, the good stuff that's going on and what they can bring. And like I said, it's not just about your music. It's not just about what you can do, what your talent is. It's about who you are as a person, as a man or a woman, and not just integrity, but also what the little things that you believe in, and like the monkey, James Monkey. I mean, that's a big deal. It's not going to be on all his albums or anything. You're not going to find about the pink monkey everywhere, but that thing, it's important to know that he likes his zipper pink monkey, and and just like Corey had his child here, and she was on a little bit earlier. We got to see her, and that was really cool. You see your record album behind you, Anacron, and lots of cool stuff, that you can't see. I feel like there's an echo. Is there an echo going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's echo, definitely.
Where's it coming from? Is it from the show? I don't know. Could be. Let me mute you for a second.
Matt, are you frozen again? Matt.
Rappo. Is the Rappo alive?
I think he's gone again. Oh, there's some sound. There's the Martian man.
He'll get back. He'll get back at some point.
I'm here. I can hear you.
There you are.
I'm here. All right. I think that's a good idea. I will. The only thing that sucks is I have about 25 files I need to save to paint before I start. Wish there was an easy way to do that. So thanks for watching part 5. Part 4 and 3 went beep 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 on me, and I let it run. Part 1, I think I stopped. Part 2, I don't know. So thanks everyone for being here. I will invite you all back in as soon as I restart. And we got 6, 7. We got about 4 to 5 hours to go before we complete. So.
Well, I'm not going to come back in because I have another hangout to go to. But I will try. I'll try to jump back in on another one later on part 6 later on.
Like Wes.
Good luck and congratulations on your year.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, Matt. If you can still hear us. I'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Alright, see you.
Everybody's dropping out. I can't hear you. Did you mute yourself?
Yeah, I muted myself because the girls were screaming.
Okay. I don't know if when he does the switch over, if it kills the hangout and he has to start another one and invite us again.
Well, that's what he was talking about doing, actually. So, but I was probably gonna jump out anyway when he was gonna close that one. Just get dinner going here soon. I mean, I've been working, so I've been productive.
Yeah, I'm working too.